Hi everyone. I'm continuing to share case studies on how to work with marketing data, real life cases I run into in my own work. My name is Alex. I work as an fractional head of marketing analytics. I help teams make data-driven decisions, build marketing reporting, set up agents for marketing analytics, and so on. I used to be, and honestly still am, and probably always will be an analyst at heart. I've done product and marketing analytics, worked a lot in marketing, and led marketing teams. So I ended up understanding how data works from both sides as an analyst and as a head of marketing, CMO, and so on. Today, I wanted to walk it through an e-commerce project I worked on, an online store built on Shopify. Shopify, the most popular platform for DTC stores. This particular client is based in Australia, selling mainly into the United States, running spend through Meta and Google Ads. Standard setup. Okay. So here the situation. The company had no single reliable consolidated reporting. There was money going into Google Ads, money going into Meta GA4, where they could see high-level numbers and some analytics inside Shopify. That setup works fine until the unit economics stop adding up, and that's exactly what happened here. They sell a kind of collectible gaming device, basically dice, yeah, with an average order value of like 300, 500 bucks, which means customer acquisition cost needs to be under roughly 100 bucks, yeah, and that's exactly where the problem started. The first issue, let me continue. The first issue, one I have talked about 100 times, was dirty data. It's wild, but you genuinely cannot make sound decisions on top of dirty data. They could see some volume of traffic coming from Meta and some volume in GA4, which they use for analytics, and the numbers were wildly different. Same story with purchases. One number in Meta, a different number in GA4, and yet a third number in Shopify. Imagine. That's not really a problem as long as you can clearly see you're making 3, 5, 6 times more than you are spending on marketing. Yeah, but once the economics get tight, once you need to push harder to hit your targets, for example, their target was something like 1,000 units a month, if I remember right, and that they were gradually working toward it. That's when the bottlenecks show up. Suddenly, nobody knows how to make decisions from the data, like which campaigns to kill, which to keep, how many users actually came in, how many of the people you paid for actually bought. That's the state I walked into. As always, oh, check. As always, I started with audit. Yeah, as usual. Uh, a detailed, thorough, borderline obsessive audit. I found several tracking discrepancies, especially around what was happening inside Shopify. Over the past few years, Shopify has added a lot of tracking restrictions and changes. The sandboxed checkout for one, so tracking users inside Shopify has gotten noticeably harder. There are specific mistakes I identified there. Beyond that, I found that decisions were being made purely on aggregated, high level numbers from analytics tools and ad accounts, which, as strange as it sounds, is still incredibly common. I also found errors in the conversion API, the data pipeline feeding Meta, tied to how Shopify handled event tracking and conversion API parameter like dimensions passing, the duplication, and other technical details that are genuinely hard to spot at a glance. My proposal was simple. What do I mean? Stop making decisions on aggregated numbers that may or may not be accurate and instead work from raw, granular data down to the individual users, down to the individual purchase. To do that, I suggested building a proper data warehouse in a cloud database, BigQuery. In this case, though other options exist, and visualizing it in some reporting tool. We put together a quick setup in Looker Studio. It's a fairly simple setup, but it depends entirely on a detailed audit. That part is what actually matters. Yeah. What came out of it? The team got a handful of solid dashboards, fast updating, accurate, matching real sales and real ad spend. That mattered a lot. They ended up like with several dashboards, one cohort based, one daily. The cohort dashboard is critical for evaluating the funnel and cohort health. You really can't run e-commerce without cohorts. You know what I mean. So these dashboards gave them the ability to see right there in real time which campaigns were performing well, which campaigns were performing poor, and which ones were dragging things down. For example, by cutting the losers and doubling down on the winners, the team could get like an immediate uplift in their metrics and move closer to their targets. But none of it works unless the underlying data is accurate and unless it updates automatically. Instead of burning your life away digging through Excel spreadsheets like they were doing before, you can just look at the report and make decisions. Okay? And that's exactly what happened. The team kept working toward their target, and after the engagement, they get noticeably closer to it. Decisions started getting much made faster. Decisions started getting made more accurately, and the people responsible for marketing, the marketers, the media buyers, product people, stopped burning their lives away from downloading spreadsheets and joining them together by hand, as was usual. Yeah. Uh, if you running a marketing product, spend your time on the things that actually make your money or bring you joy. If you're spending money on analytics and it's doing neither, you're probably doing something wrong. Bring in expertise, hire an agency, for example, hire a person, talk to me or to someone else, and get proper data collection and workflows in place with or without agents. It will make your life a lot easier from there. That's really the whole point. E-commerce generally needs very detailed analytics, believe me. And the annoying part that most of the shelf setups don't let you get that level of detail, precise, granular data down to the individual users, down to the individual purchase. If you notice, for example, your numbers, yeah, don't line up, start from scratch. Bring some expertise, invest in a proper audit. Once that's sorted, you can go build the dashboard and everything else yourself with Cloud, with whatever you like. So that's the whole case, I guess. How I solved the marketing analytics problem for a Shopify commerce store. If you're running a bigger store spending on Google Ads and Meta, I almost certainly have issue with your data, with consent mode, probably a few other things. Yeah, message me. I will try to help. And subscribe to me on LinkedIn. Chances a lot that there are answers you are looking for already sitting in post I've been publishing since like 2021, I guess. One more thing, like this video, subscribe to the channel and send it to any friend who runs an online store. If you wanna build your own like analytics setup, just message me. I try to help you. That's it. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.